Hi, and thank you so much for watching the premiere of our promo video for our podcasting for PAWS. How it all got started is really quite simple. Our daughter was born premature and had to live her first 6 months in both the NICU and PICU. She qualified to obtain a service dog, and once we were told of this, we immediately began to acquire all the necessary paperwork and documentation. We even had our home visit, and of course, we qualified. Yet, we were told you have to hurry up and wait, something we're all way too familiar with, right? There was a 5+ year waiting period. During this time, I watched my daughter with a broken heart as I knew she needed that companion by her side. We had countless emergency room visits, more surgeries, more procedures, and we still did our bi-yearly check-in, but we always heard the same thing. We just don't have enough puppies, for the waiting period is now going to have to be even longer. My husband, who is a former canine handler, and I knew the importance of getting our daughter her forever perfect best friend. We went out on our own and found her. It was then that we realized that we ourselves had the ability to help other families just like ours obtain their fur baby sooner rather than later. My husband has not only served in the military, but also in law enforcement for well over 15 years. And you could even see the effect that Lady Reagan had on him when he got around her. If you listen to a Contagious Smile podcast, well, you know I'm a survivor of domestic violence, and I've had over 100 surgeries to correct the damage that was put upon me by my abuser. I am also disabled now and qualified to have my own service dog. We knew we had the perfect backyard to be able to turn into a kennel system. We also knew there was going to be a lot of work that needed to be done in order to make this happen. My husband, Michael, who is also the president of A Contagious Smile, well, he created a plan that was really something to be impressed about. He himself began building the kennels. From the flooring into the shading, he wanted to make sure it would be exactly what the little pups needed. We ran into some snags along the way and had to bring in a company to cut down some rotten trees that we were worried if a bad storm came could really cause some danger to our pups. So down they came. Next, we had to bring in over 20 tons of dirt and build a fence that would protect our sweet new family members. We added in motion sensor lights, a fence, cameras, and other security measures, and you began to see real progress. Michael worked day and night along with some great friends after his full-time job to make sure everything was just right. Countless trips back to Home Depot, getting all the extra supplies and materials we needed, and a good 6 months later, we had our working kennel system. We had no idea, though, how costly this would be, yet we continued because we knew the joy it would bring to those who needed it most. We now have 5 dames and 1 stud, and as you can tell, they get lots of love and lots of attention. With all the experiences and expenses that go into this, we are spending close to $3,000 a month in order to maintain the proper nutrition, proper medical care, and to provide all the love that they deserve. We have depleted all of our savings and have now needed to ask for help in order to continue so that we may help families obtain their ultimate best friend. To see children's faces when they get to take their pup home and know that they will give them that unconditional love and companionship that they've longed for, it's simply a puptacular experience to watch. There is no greater feeling knowing that that is your best friend because these beautiful, sweet, amazing animals, they love you unconditionally and they live to make you happy. If you don't believe me, just spend 30 seconds with one of ours and you'll see for yourself.